Peace. I'm Yolanda Marie, or Yani for short, and welcome to the Chaotic Thought podcast. This podcast is a safe space, a space I feel like needs to exist. Chaotic Thought podcast will be where I and hopefully eventually others will share some of our thoughts, ideas, feelings, concepts that may seem to go against the grain, stir the pot, all of those proverbial, almost negative, typically negative leaning things. Because I believe there's a need for a safe space where you can share whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart, without being judged, ridiculed, and just flat out insulted or dragged sometimes, or canceled, the buzzword. I believe there is a dire need to be able to share without potential harmful backlash. I believe that when we share, we should have the opportunity to do it openly, safely, and freely, and also with the opportunity to learn and to teach and to grow. So I'm hoping this will be a space where I and others can share chaotic, disruptive thoughts, feelings, emotions, ideas, and be able to learn, grow, and teach in this space with kindness and love, because that's important to me. So, on this first episode, my chaotic thought, which may turn out to be not so chaotic, possibly very real, just really real, is there hope? We're living in a time where there is so much going on, and we are being inundated with so much information, ideas, thoughts of others, and there seems to be no end to it. So my question is there hope? Keeping in mind that I do live in the U.S. and I'm in a very, very fortunate situation, and I'm very grateful, thankful for this being my reality. But my heart also aches for those who do not share in this reality with me. And sometimes when I find myself scrolling on social media, or a bit of the news manages to catch my ears or my attention, just that sinking feeling of hopelessness seems to wash over me sometimes. And my recent fight has been to ground myself and to stay rooted in my own emotions, feelings, thoughts, while holding space and honoring those of others who are not having the experience that I am. And with all of this, it makes me just wonder sometimes, is there hope? Are there, quote unquote, enough good people? Are people just interested in peace, balance? Because so much just feels like that's not it, and that there's not enough, and could possibly, potentially never be enough to outweigh all the heaviness and darkness that there seems to be today. And yet, sometimes I wake up and it seems like everything is magic. And then other days, I'm dragging and crawling myself out of bed. Sometimes a process that takes hours to do. And my question is there hope? And as I share this, I feel like today the answer is yes. There's hope. Because in these same spaces that I come across, these things that pull out my heartstrings and cause my heart to ache, at the same place, I have the ability to share my thoughts, my feelings, here on the internet, where we are all now so interconnected. And that's beautiful. And so I try to remind myself that even with all the things that seem horrible and scary, that if I could just hold on to one piece of one thing, and that being that we're all here. And since we're all here, that means there's a chance, there's an opportunity for hope, for things to be different. Like, I wonder sometimes what it would be like if we were able to facilitate a World Meditation Day and just center our energy, balance ourselves. What could that do for us? What could that do for Earth? Because I feel my soul cry so often today from wondering if there's hope, if there's real freedom, or if we're on a fast track to all of that dying. But then I remind myself that's part of me doing my part. Is having hope every day that I can. And talking about it. Getting it out of my head. Releasing these thoughts when I can. Because I'm learning that there is so much liberation in getting it, whatever the it is, getting it out. Not letting it just exist and reside within me and feed on me. Before recording, I felt like I had so much to say. And suddenly I don't. The question is out there. Is there hope? And today I feel like the answer is yes. There is. And I have to want it. We have to want it. And believe that it's real and that it's possible and that it exists. So I ask you, is there hope? Do you have hope? Do you believe we can have hope for tomorrow? Let me know. And I think that'll be all for today on this first episode of the Chaotic Thought Podcast. Yeah, I think that's it. So I am your host, Yolanda Marie, Yani for short. And this has been Chaotic Thought, episode 1. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. I'm out.